The Cypress College Foundation's annual Americana Awards celebration and auction at the Disneyland Hotel Grand Ballroom is the signature event fundraiser of the year in support of financially challenged students at Cypress College. But it was also conceived some 40 years ago as an opportunity to honor outstanding citizens across 8 West Orange County cities, plus a man or woman of the year who exemplify the meaning of civic involvement. Among the 8 Citizens of the Year categories this year, the Foundation honors such standout community leaders as Pat and Roberta O'Toole of Cypress, and Tom Barkley of Los Alamitos. And as Woman of the Year this year, Orange County Sheriff Sandra Hutchins. As guests and honorees arrive, we begin this 40th Anniversary Awards event in pre-show conversation with current president of Cypress College, Dr. Robert Simpson. Well, at the Grand Ballroom of the Disneyland Hotel, here we are again for this time the 40th Americana Awards brought to you by the Cypress College Foundation. We're looking forward to a very exciting evening. We've got some wonderful guests and honorees that will be presented tonight for us all to view and to appreciate on this very important evening for our end of Orange County. And I have with me, fittingly, the president of Cypress College, Dr. Robert Simpson. And of course, as I mentioned, this is the 40th Americana Awards here, not necessarily here at the Disneyland Hotel, but the 40th year that this award has been presented. And Dr. Simpson, I want to ask you, whose twinkle was it in their eye 40 years ago to think this event up?
Well, it was in 1976, leading up to our nation's 200th anniversary. We were served by a very far-sighted president at that time, Jack Scott. And Jack worked with college staff members and our foundation representatives at that time with the idea of utilizing and kicking off a very significant event for the college in conjunction with the nation's celebration. And they came up with the idea and the theme of Americana. And so they established the award. It was held at the college in our theater at that time. It was a smaller event, as you can imagine, as it's grown over the years. But that really was the impetus behind what we now have come to today, where we are recognized in the county for holding one of the premier events, not just for the college, but for all of the local communities. It's grown to something that is very special. And one of the things I so appreciate about the award, the event I should say, is that we recognize, we're true to the roots of the original Americana 40 years ago, where we're recognizing what is best in our country, what's best in our community, and we've carried that forward and honoring the service that our local citizens give to their communities. And not only is it a major fundraiser for the college, of course, but that strong connection to the communities and recognizing what is best truly about America. It's a very special honor for me to carry that legacy forward.
Now, I just think of it, I think of Americana Awards, I think the Grand Ballroom of the Disneyland Hotel, and it's a beautiful setting. If you haven't seen it, you will soon tonight. But, of course, it hasn't always been here. Where were its more humbler beginnings, shall we say? Where did it take place the first year?
The first year was at the college. It was actually held on the grounds of the college in our theater lobby. We invited guests from the community, but it was a much smaller scale event, and I don't think anybody really truly recognized what it was going to grow to. We've held it at a few different venues over the years, but as soon as we partnered up with Disneyland and they came on board with us, they offered this incredible facility, and since that time we don't see a reason to move it elsewhere. Don't think we could do better than this.
Yeah, this is a beautiful environment. But has it always been the 8 western cities of Orange County that have been involved? Or was it a smaller event, even in scope back then?
It was. We are bordered actually by both the city of Cypress and Buena Park, so we can claim both. But we also, La Palma is a close by city, and there's another city that is escaping me at the moment, but there were 4 original cities that were part of that. And because our student population comes from fundamentally 4 additional local cities, it expanded over the years to 8. Stanton is another one of the cities that is really immediately close to the college. But we wanted to keep it more central to the college because those are the communities that really do most substantially feed into us. Their students come to us, and those are the cities that most strongly support our mission at the college too.
Well, it's great to have the event limited to the West Orange County cities because it adds a certain intimacy to that the audience is pulling for all the people that are being honored because we know them. Exactly. We know them on a personal and professional level, and it's just really nice to keep it that parochial.
And we will keep it that. I think we have established a program that serves the college, but it serves the community, and we are very strongly committed to serving the community that supports us so strongly. And this is one of the ways that we can do that, recognizing the extraordinary contributions of citizens in the community. And this is a small way for us to give back to them.
Now, there have been some contributions to the curriculum at Cypress College of late. That I'd like for you to mention. We've read in the paper that there are some new accreditations at Cypress College that elevate Cypress's degree status, even to baccalaureate, as I understand it, in some areas. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, there are a couple of areas that we really are thrilled about we're expanding into. One is a new transfer degree. It's called an associate degree for transfer, and it's a guarantee for students if they complete coursework at our college. They are guaranteed transfer to one of the Cal State universities. There was no such guarantee previously, and we have 19 different disciplines now. Students can take coursework at the colleges. When they finish their sophomore year, they can transfer immediately to a Cal State and be guaranteed admission. So that's an incredible new development. But I think the keystone achievement recently, we were awarded by the state, actually by the governor, the opportunity. We're one of the 15 community colleges in the state who was awarded the opportunity to offer a bachelor's degree. Though the bachelor's degrees in community colleges are restricted just to career technical education areas, and we're not to compete with the Cal States or UCs. But at Cypress College, we have an extraordinary mortuary science program. And that program was we submitted our application and we were selected. So we're developing the coursework, we're laying the foundation so that beginning in the fall of 2017, we will be offering courses so that students can complete their bachelor's degree at Cypress College. It's very, very exciting.
And this is the first time for Cypress College.
For the first time for Cypress College, first time for any colleges in the state of California, and there were 15 out of the 112 colleges in the state. 15 were selected to pilot the program, and we were one of the 15, so we really are thrilled about that. Incredible opportunity for our students.
Well, this night is an incredible opportunity for some very deserving honorees, and we look forward to getting to that. We'll be talking to a few other people as they come in the door here. Dr. Simpson, we see people coming in. Now we've got to move along, but thank you for anchoring us in the real importance of this event for Cypress College Foundation.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Los Alamitos Rossmore Citizen of the Year, Tom Barkley, was also on hand early in the evening to give us a little seldom-seen FaceTime with him on the occasion of his award. Okay, in the side room of the Grand Ballroom of the Disneyland Hotel, we now have been able to corral a very difficult guy to get on camera. Tom Barkley is our Citizen of the Year for Los Alamitos Rossmore for 2015 at the Americana Awards. This is a big deal every year for Cypress College Foundation. The jury that makes the decision for who gets up here and is a Citizen of the Year, is a man or woman of the year, comes from our very own communities of the 8 cities involved. And it was not a difficult choice for Tom Stretz and the rest of the people on the jury board for Los Alamitos this year. The name Barkley came up over and over again. And Tom, just as it has come up over the years for Los Alamitos and Rossmore, you've been a giving presence, you and Ganal Lumber, that has backed you up, no doubt. But you, as general manager of Ganal Lumber, I don't know of an occasion where you said no. You certainly never said no to me when I came representing LATV. And it's very fitting. I feel very full tonight in being able to record an event that honors you as our Citizen of the Year in 2015. And it's important for everyone to know that Tom he's in the process of moving on. In fact, you're opening a new Ganal lumber, I believe, in Torrance.
In Torrance, yes.
But so we don't have him for much longer, unfortunately. But I want to ask you, Tom, you've been here now 16 years, toiling away in Los Alamitos, not just at Ganal, but in organizing community events around the city. You're involved with, and I'm just going to tick off a few names, CASA, the Youth Center, Precious Life. I'm sure I left a lot of people out, but what do you hope to leave behind in Los Alamitos with the work that you've done and the people that you have supported over the years in those 16 years while you've been at Ganal?
Well, thank you, John, first of all. Thank you for the kind words. I'm just the fortunate one here tonight receiving this award really on behalf of both the community of Los Alamitos and Ganal Lumber. Ganal has created an environment, a culture of giving, and I'm fortunate to be working for them and be part of that culture. The city of Los Alamitos and the surrounding area is a very unique community, as you well know, and so there again I'm fortunate to have been selected to manage that yard and to be able to be invited into that community and become part of it. It's really, I'm just the fortunate one here tonight, and I accept it on behalf of Ganal Lumber.
Well, we understand that, you know, it comes from top down, and that I know you're very close friends with Peter Ganal, and you know, he had to give you a nod at some point to, you know, pursue this effort on behalf of Ganal Lumber. But you as an individual have had a big effect on, in a very quiet way, on a lot of organizations in this town. We'll be sorry to see you go, at least in the flesh. Ganal, of course, will be around, we hope, yes, you know, forever. But tell me something about the award tonight, what it means to you personally.
You know, I've thought about that a lot recently, and I think on one hand I look at it and say, okay, it's very honoring, you know, very pleased to have received this award this evening. But it kind of, to me, said, okay, well, what's next, and can I go duplicate this in our next community, which is in Torrance? And I look forward to that opportunity. But it just, when I think about it, I think, all right, what else can I do? Well, yeah, so I look forward
that sounds typical of this man. But of course, you're not going to fade into the woodwork. You're opening a new Ganal, but you also have some pet projects of your own and personal, I understand, that you want to accomplish in maybe some downtime that you have. What are those?
Well, the biggest thing on my plate right now is getting Torrance open, and that's going to take about 2 years. And hiring the team to run Torrance. We have a terrific team in Los Alamitos, and the new general manager there is a terrific guy, and he's going to carry on exactly what we've been doing there the last 15 years. We just hope to go duplicate the same thing in the city of Torrance.
Well, you're a very humble man, and we appreciate that, but you have some big plans, I understand. I mean, you're a pilot, for one thing. You fly. You're an outdoorsman. In fact, I understand you're going to take a little trip. You're planning to take a little trip. And I don't mean buy 2 tickets to the Bahamas. I mean, you're planning on actually sailing somewhere, aren't you?
Yeah, it's kind of been a lifelong goal. Someday, I hope, we have a family sailboat, and someday we hope to sail the boat from Long Beach to Hawaii.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so
we're looking forward to that. There's an ATV that was donated.
And we're being called back to the auction booth, so we'll have to cut it there. But Tom Barkley, it's my personal pleasure to honor you tonight as Citizen of the Year for Los Alamitos and Rossborn.
There's 20 tickets for $20.
Okay, all right.
And you'll be able to
Thank you, Tom.
Paulette George, John and Cindy Garrett, you both have been outbid on the incredible City of Anaheim's Mayor's Suite Package. It's our best silent auction item. Arrive on the Zamboni.
A not-so-silent pre-event auction out in the reception lobby of the ballroom featured a multitude of prizes, gifts, merchandise, and memorabilia of all kinds to whet the giving appetites of arriving guests.
Maddie and Nina, you've been outbid on the patriotic Disneyland Resort experience. 4 park hoppers and merchandise. Item number 103. All 200 items close in 30 minutes. There will be no extension this evening. All items close in only 30 minutes.
Following the pre-event auction in the lobby, the doors of the Grand Ballroom opened to guests and honorees who filled the immense hall in anticipation of the evening's banquet and honors presentations.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 40th Annual Cypress College Americana Awards. Please honor our country and stand for the presentation of the colors by the Orange County Sheriff's Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by Cypress College student Janessa Bowserman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A tradition that was part of the Americana Awards during its early years was the singing of "The House I Live In, That's America to Me." In lieu of an invocation, Cypress College student Ian Hawk will sing this most fitting song.
What is America to me? A name, a map, a flag I see, a certain word, democracy. What is America to me? The house I live in, a plot of earth, a street, the grocer and the butcher, and the people that I meet, the children in the playground, the faces that I see, all races and religion, that's America to me. my people lived and died. The howdy and the handshake, the air of feeling free, and the right to speak my mind out. That's America to me. The things I see about me, the big things and the small, the little corner newsstand and the house a mile tall, the wedding in the churchyard, the laughter and the tears, the dream that's been a-growing for 240 years. The town I live in, the street, the house, the room, the pavement of the city, or a garden all in bloom, the church, the school, the clubhouse, the million lights I see, but especially the people. That's America to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy your dinner. Dinner music will be provided by the Cypress College All-Stars. Gary Gopar, director. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium tonight's auctioneer, Mr. Scott Bowman.
Thank you. Thank you for half of you clapping for me coming up. How about the band there? Come on. Clap for the band. On drums, we got Tyler Crutel. On the bass, Mark Incabo. Tickling the ivories, we got Amy Rowe. On saxophone, Cesar Martinez. And our director tonight on trumpet, Gary Kopar. One more round for the band, come on. You ready to get this auction started? I know you got this when you came in. Everybody got bidder numbers, check it out. This is hard for me to see. We got spotters all around the room that are gonna help me out on this, but you got bidder numbers when you came in tonight. I wanna see your bidder numbers right now. This is the only time you can pop up your bidder number without buying something, so hang them up in the air there. Let me see them all. There we go, we got a lot of bidder numbers. Sold, 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 sold. Okay, tonight, we're gonna do a couple of things. We got some great items. We got 11 different items tonight. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make some money for a great cause, and somebody's gonna walk away with a good deal. We're gonna start this off with a frenzy. The first item up tonight, I have 4 of these. I have 4, check it out, 4 $300 gift cards to Conroy's Florist. This is good anytime, even holidays. This is $300 worth of flowers. I'm gonna give it up to the first 4 bidders for $250. Where are my 250 want $300 worth of flowers? Come on, we got all kinds of occasions coming up. I want 4 bidders at $250. You get $300 worth of flowers from Conroy's. Where are my bidders at? Let's see some bidders. Come on, we got 1. There we go. We got 1. Let me see that bidder number. 280. Bidder 280. Where am I? We got services. Now check this out. We wanted to sweeten the pot. We were trying out how can we sweeten the pot on this. So we have an ad to this tonight. When the committee put their heads together trying to figure out what we could do to enhance this package, they thought, one of the ways we could do this is also include breakfast the next morning. So you've got dinner at Bruno's Anaheim White House, and you've got breakfast the next morning. Check this out. Here's the breakfast. Here's my own Vanna White for the night. This is a huge box of Cheerios. This will feed you for the rest of the year for breakfast, and you've got that great dinner for 6 with wine service. This is over $900 value. I'm looking for $300. Where am I? $300. $300 bidder now. $350. Looking for $350. $300. Looking for $350. $350. $350 now. 4 to you. 4. $450. $450. $475. Looking for $5. $475. Looking for $5. $475 right there. Looking for $5. I need $5. $500 bidder now. $550. $500 looking for $550. $500 looking for $550. $500 once. $500 twice. Looking for $550. $550. $550. $575. 6. Looking for 6. Looking for $600. $575. Looking for 6. $575, we got 6. Thank you for pointing that out, sir. We got $600, $600, $650, looking for $650, $600 once, $600 twice, looking for $650. Where's my $650? How about $625? I'll lower it down one time, looking for $625. $600 once, $600 twice, looking for $625. There we go, $625, $650 to you, sir. $650, $650, $675, looking for $675. $650 once, $650 twice, looking for $675. You gonna go in on that? You gonna let them take that for you? 25 bucks, that's a trip to Starbucks. Come on. There we go. There we go. 675 looking for 7. 675 looking for 7. 675 once. 675 twice. Come on. Let's go 7 on that. Gonna go 7 on that. This is gonna go $700 bidder now looking for 725. 700 looking for 725. 700, 725. 700 once. 700 twice. You gonna let them take that from me? Once, twice, 725. 725, 750 to you, sir. Now remember, the big box of Cheerios worth that price alone. There we go, 725, 750, looking for 750, 725 once, 725 twice, looking for 750. You bid it, you bought it, sold your way, $725, bidder number 173. We've got an auction here, folks. I know I'm getting cooler as the night goes on. Now, I've heard a lot about this lady, and I want to talk about this one right now because there's our next one up. We've got lunch for 4 with Sheriff Sandra Hutchins. Where's Sheriff Sandra Hutchins at? Where is she? I heard she's there. There she is. There she is. She's small, but she's tough. She's tough. I hear she's doing some great things. Now, you've got an opportunity for lunch and a jail tour, right? A jail tour. Now, check this out. You're going to get to see the jail. She's going to take you down to the hole. I don't even know if that's a real thing, okay? But we're going to make it up right now, and we're going to say that's a private tour of the jail and the hole, and then you get to have lunch. You get to enjoy lunch for 4 with the Woman of the Year, Orange County Sheriff Sandra Hutchins, followed by the jail tour. And check this out. Not only that, I heard you might be able to sway her into a one-time get-out-of-jail-free card. Okay. That is a great deal, right? That is a great deal. It doesn't hurt knowing the sheriff in town, right? It doesn't hurt. And also, she would be very upset if this didn't go for $10,000 today. But I'm going to start this off at $25 a head. Where are my $100 bidders for dinner with the sheriff? 100, 150, 150, now 2. Looking for 2, 2 now 3. $300 bidder now 4. 300 now 4. $400 bidder 5. $500 bidder looking for 6. 500 looking for 6. Look at this. This is going. You got 500 looking for 6. You want to outbid yourself? $600 bidder now 7. $700 bidder looking for 8. 700 looking for 8. $800 bidder now 9. Looking for 9. $800 bidder now 9. $800 bidder, $900 bidder now looking for 1,000, a cool $1,000. She's getting excited about this. $1,000 bidder now 11, looking for 11. 1,000 looking for 11. $1,000 bidder now 11. 1,000 once, 1,000 twice. Come on, you want to go 11 on that? Don't let them take that away from you. She's right there. Very upset about this. Looking for, there we go, $1,100 bidder now 12. We got 12 over there. We got 12. There we got 12 looking for 13. 12 looking for 13. $1,200 bidder now 13. Looking for 13. 1,200 once. 1,200 twice. 13 now 14, $1,400 bidder, 15 in the back, looking for 16, 15 looking for 16, $1,500 bidder now 16, where's my 16? 15 once, 15 twice, looking for 16, 15, 16 now 17, $1,700 bidder now 18, looking for 18, $1,700 bidder now 18, I'm gonna let you have this, 17 once, 17 twice, looking for 18, all in, fair warning, you bid it, you bought it, sold your way, $1,700, bidder number 438. Last item of the night. Last item of the night. This is a good one. Who bought the dinner with the sheriff? I think we should combine this. Okay, you got the dinner with the sheriff. Check this out. This is the FT3 Tactical Platinum membership at Orange County's premier indoor shooting range. So you get to enjoy a platinum membership at the Tactical Orange County premier shooting range. You get free use of a lane anytime during the public hours. 2 hours max. You've got guest passes, 2 of their own lanes, so you can bring 2 guests at the hourly rate. You've got free access for you and your guests to our customer lounge, free phone-in lane reservations, free use of the rental firearms, so you get to rent their firearms for free. You've got ear and eye protection, notification of events, discounts, spaceability, and more, but top priority for your reservations. Now, I want the person that bought the lunch with the sheriff to grab this one too and take the sheriff out for some personal shooting lessons. This is a $2,000 value. How about $300? $300, 300 now, 350, 350 now, 4, 400 now, 5, $500 bidder looking for 6, 500, 6, $600 bidder now 7, $700 bidder now 8, $700 bidder looking for 8, 700 looking for 8, 700 once. There we go, $800 bidder now 9, 800 looking for 9, $800 bidder now 9. You got it at 8. You got it at 8. Looking for 9 over here. 8. I'll go 850. 850 now 9. $900 bidder now 1,000. Gonna go 1,000 on that. $1,000 bidder now 1,100. 1,100 now 12. 1,100 looking for 12. $1,100 bidder now 12. 1,100 once. 1,100 twice. Looking for 12. You bid it. You bought it. Sorry, you're too late. Sold 8,474 for $1,100. Folks, big round of applause for all the fun we had tonight. That was a great auction. We raised some great money. I want to introduce a special guest speaker tonight. Now, this is my pleasure to introduce you to alumni of Cypress College, of whom the college is understandably extremely proud. Jeanette Vasquez, Cypress College class of 2009. She served as president of the Associated Students while at Cypress. She received her bachelorette's degree from Cal Berkeley in 2011 and her master's degree in urban education from Loyola Marymount in 2014. Everybody, I want you to clap big and hard for Jeanette Vasquez. Everybody, come on.
Good evening, Chancellor Williams, President Simpson, members of the board, Cypress College alumni, and friends of the college. My name is Jeanette Vasquez, and I am a Cypress College alumni, class of 2009. Before I arrived at Cypress, I found myself in my senior year at Fullerton High School, completing advanced placement coursework with little knowledge about the college admissions and financial aid process, as many first-generation college students. So when I got accepted to several local universities, I realized I would not qualify for financial aid due to my parents' mixed migrant status. I could not believe that everything I had worked for in the past 13 years had just gone down the drain. My dream seemed to be the first in my nuclear family to graduate from college was just crushed. That's also when I realized I had no choice but to find a way. Y echarle ganas, as my mom would say, which means to fight with grit when faced with adversity. And so I decided I would go and do just that at Cypress College. That's right, not Fullerton, Cypress. I was determined to explore the social, political, and economic structures that continue to perpetuate racial, economic, and educational inequity in my community through political science. It was the outstanding professors at Cypress, like Professor Boyle, who has now retired, Professor Gloria Badal, Professor Fernandez in the Chicano Studies Department, and Professor Nabahani from the English Department, that gave me the audacity to dream again. The audacity to turn the dream of attending to UCLA a goal. So I continued on my journey, commuting from Corona to Cypress for 2 years on the 91 freeway. For 2 years. My mom moved there shortly after I graduated from Fullerton. I was working 35 to 40 hours a week, completing the honors program and leading the Associated Students as student body president. Then in the fall of my second year, I realized I could no longer juggle all of that, everything, and maintain my GPA. Something had to go. That is when the financial support of the foundation made my decision a whole lot easier. Instead of dropping a class or two and waiting another year to transfer or just quitting altogether, I had the opportunity, the privilege to go from working 40 hours a week to 20, from working 3 different jobs, one of them right here at Rainforest Cafe, to 1 job. And the foundation and Cypress gave me once again the opportunity to pursue my goals, even the audacity to later reject UCLA and choose Berkeley instead. Sorry to let you down, Dr. Simpson. I transferred with a full ride and acceptance into several academic and research scholarship programs. In 2011, my parents and family had to sit through yet another graduation as I received my bachelor's in political science and public policy. I then joined the AmeriCorps program and worked for a nonprofit law firm in Iowa, where I coordinated legal education programs for Latino migrant workers. You heard right, Latinos in Iowa. I then joined the Teach for America program and taught in Los Angeles for 2 years while completing my master's in education at Loyola Marymount University. And last spring, my parents, my dad included, he's sitting right here, had to sit through yet another graduation, and maybe the last, maybe, we'll see. Today, I remind my students in here, the city of Anaheim, that they have to continue to echarle ganas, that they can do anything they can conceive. Cypress College and the support of the foundation didn't just help me go places, as we say. They refueled my fire for a lifetime, and I am confident and hopeful that we can continue to give more Cypress College students the audacity to dream. Thank you.
Come on, one more hand for Jeanette. This gives you an opportunity to see what a start can do for you. All those graduations, all that education, this is a step to greater education. Now we're gonna draw the winner of the ATV. You gonna help me out with that? I think it's that basket right there. All right, we're in a conundrum right here because I was going to have Jeanette draw the winner of the ATV, but she said her dad bought one. I did not buy one, but I was going to hold it up high. Is everybody okay with that? Clap if you're okay with having Jeanette draw the winner. Okay. He didn't bend the corner or anything, did he? That's the key from now on. Whenever you're in a raffle, bend the corner of your card, okay? Just from me to you, because I've done a lot of these. Okay, reach up high, dig deep. I mixed them up pretty good. You want me to throw them on the ground? We can just pick one from a big old pile. We can make this really fun. There you go. Andreas Saras. Huh? You just won like a $5,000 cycle or something. Andreas? How many Andreas do we have in here? We can't have but maybe two. You could fight for it. Oh, he's not here. He's not here. So let's all be excited for him. Or if we all agree, we can tell him we never drew this card and we can try another one. Hey folks, thanks a lot. You were awesome in the auction. Big round of applause for all the money you raised tonight. Another round of applause for Jeanette doing that great speech tonight. What a great Cypress College success story.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2015 Americana Chair, Ms. Janelle Bader.
Good evening. Okay, come on. Good evening. Thank you. Welcome. I'm delighted to serve again as chair as the 2015 Americana Awards. On behalf of the Americana Committee, our 8 Americana City Committees, our Auction Committee, and the Cypress College Board of Directors, welcome. Americana has become Cypress College's signature event thanks to you and the thousands of others who have participated over the last 40 years. 40 years. Think about that. What were you doing in 1976? To put this into perspective, here's a flashback in history. Muhammad Ali was boxing's heavyweight champion. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak founded Apple Computer. The cost of a Super Bowl ad, get this, was $110,000, a far cry from today's $4.5 million 30-second ad. And last but not least, Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley ranked as the most popular TV shows. A couple of applause down here. For those who have had the joy of attending Americana in its early infancy, I commend you for your unwavering support over the years. Tonight, as we did at the first Americana 40 years ago, we will recognize some remarkable men and women who always seem to find a way to leave things better than they found them, exemplifying the best of what our country has to offer. As a representative for Southern California Edison, I have been afforded the opportunity to serve on the Cypress College Foundation Board of Directors and as chair for 3 years in a row now. This experience has allowed me the pleasure to work with and meet a lot of wonderful men and women, all of which who have the community and Cypress College's best interests truly at heart. They dedicate countless hours of their time each month to serve and give back to the community, embodying what Americana is all about. Please find each of their names listed in your program on page 56. With the members of the Foundation Board of Directors, including Board President George O'Hara and Executive Director Raul Alvarez, please stand and be recognized. The gentlemen are over here. Thank you all, colleagues and partners. This year, our local cities have all provided enthusiastic support, as you do every year. Thank you. I would like to ask our mayors and our city council members in attendance to please stand so we can acknowledge your service. Please remain standing as I ask all city staff members, including city managers, police and fire chiefs and other public personnel, please also stand and join your colleagues. Also, allow me to acknowledge our other elected officials who've joined us tonight. Any House representatives, members of Congress, state and assembly, if you are here, please stand so we may also recognize you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of Cypress College. He is an exceptional leader with profound commitment to public education, of which he is a product, as I'm sure he will proudly tell you. Dr. Bob Simpson is someone for whom I have the highest respect and personal regard. Please join me in welcoming to the stage the president of Cypress College, Dr. Bob Simpson.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Janelle, for that very kind introduction, and also for your dedication and leadership in helping to bring our 40th Americana ceremony together this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea how many hours this extraordinary woman has dedicated to this event and to Cypress College students. The success of Americana is due in large part to her enthusiasm and leadership. We also want to acknowledge the fact that her service would not be possible without the full support she receives from the company she works for, Southern California Edison. We are very grateful. Thank you, Janelle. I want to extend my personal thanks to all of you who are here tonight supporting our students as we recognize our Citizens of the Year, our Distinguished Business Partner, and our Woman of the Year. Your support provides the resources we need to serve the needs of our students. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce several members of the North Orange County Community College District Board of Trustees who are in attendance. These are the elected officials who are charged with maintaining the integrity of our programs. Please allow me to introduce them all, and then please join me in welcoming them. Our board president, Tony Ontiveros, Trustee Jeff Brown, Trustee Leonard Latinen, Trustee Molly McClanahan, and Trustee Donna Miller. Thank you so much. It is also my pleasure to acknowledge and welcome the Interim Chancellor of the North Orange County Community College District, my friend, Mr. Fred Williams. Thank you, Fred. We also have two very special guests in attendance tonight I want to introduce. First, our former state senator, the Honorable Lou Correa. Also in attendance is the Secretary of the California Department of Veteran Affairs, Major General Peter Gravett, who is a former Foundation board member. Welcome, Peter, and thank you for being here. Representing the Associated Students of Cypress College, we have the Associated Student President, Ms. Jocelyn Zaragoza. Thank you, Jocelyn. I also want to add my personal thanks and appreciation to all of the elected officials who are in attendance this evening. Please know how very much we appreciate your service and your support of Cypress College. We're truly grateful. Now, at this time in the program, I normally bring to the podium a representative from our title sponsor in order to thank them. However, this year, our title sponsor, Union Bank, is also being honored as our distinguished business partner, who will be recognized later in the program. I nonetheless want to personally thank Union Bank for their extraordinary support. We cannot thank them enough for the contributions to our cause. In addition, here's a short clip about the bank that demonstrates some of the many things they do to improve our communities.
In California, one town taught the world a priceless lesson in equality.
In 1931, the Lemon Grove Board of Education voted to segregate all
Hispanic children
and relegate them to a building called La Caballeriza, the stable.
The school board said that the Latino kids were slow learners, but they couldn't keep up with the curriculum
because of the language barrier,
preventing them from attending mainstream classes with the other kids.
Even though most of the kids spoke English.
Roberto Alvarez,
a 12-year-old boy, proved them wrong.
You represented our community.
And the parents and the children boycotting the school.
As lead plaintiff against the district.
And he won.
He won.
Striking a blow against segregation. And even though he made millions later in life,
the investment Roberto Alvarez made in our community was priceless.
At Union Bank, community matters.
There's one more Union Bank related issue I must address this evening. There's an individual from Union Bank who is attending her last Americana Awards. At least it's her last time as an official representative of the bank, because she is retiring in the spring. If you know Miriam Melville, and many of you do, then you probably also know that she is a Cypress College graduate, a fact of which we are very proud. There is no one who has been a stronger advocate for Cypress College than Miriam Melville. A Foundation board member since 2008, Miriam has an infectious positive spirit and boundless enthusiasm. Not surprisingly, she played an important role in securing Union Bank's magnificent support for Cypress College. Miriam, I've heard you share many times the indelible imprint that Cypress College had on your life. Please know that you have left the same type of imprint upon us. And as a, excuse me, Miriam, would you please stand and accept these flowers as a token of both our love and appreciation. Cypress College will miss you. At this time, I also want to extend my personal gratitude to our 3 Patriot sponsors whose support represents contributions of over $10,000 each. First, I want to thank Forest Lawn Memorial Parks and Mortuaries and their CEO, Mr. Darren Drabing. Darren serves on our Foundation Board of Directors and has held virtually every leadership position within the Foundation Board. 2 words regarding the centerpieces on your tables this evening. Forest Lawn designs and donates these spectacular arrangements on your tables and throughout the ballroom every year. They also provide significant financial support to our cause. Thank you, Forest Lawn. Let me next thank the Disneyland Resort and Mr. Michael Cooper. Michael is an active member and past president of the Foundation Board of Directors. You may have noticed this evening that Disneyland Resort plays a somewhat important role in our event. They have and continue to support all that we do. Thank you, Michael. And finally, we want to thank our third Patriot sponsor, Yamaha Motor Corporation, and Mr. Chris Stamen. For more than 20 years, Yamaha has donated vehicles to us for this event. From motorbikes to wave runners to all-terrain vehicles. They did so once again this year. They also support virtually every foundation activity throughout the years. Thank you, Yamaha USA. I feel so honored to be able to stand before you and to thank you for believing in Cypress College. Your willingness to invest in our work, the work of helping our students realize their dreams of a better life for themselves and for their families, makes all the difference. As I conclude my remarks, I want to say how very blessed I feel to lead an organization that lifts students up every day, that fulfills its charge year after year, providing the guidance and support our students need to realize their dreams. You heard earlier that I am a product of our great state's system of public education. I was born in Huntington Park a few years before Americana began, and I attended our public schools from kindergarten through high school, from community college to Cal State Fullerton to UCLA. Go Bruins! I would not be here except for the extraordinary support I received along the way from teachers, counselors, coaches, and administrators who pushed me to do my best and to reach my dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in thanking the faculty, staff, and administrators at Cypress College who are with us tonight and who have devoted their lives to helping students realize the American dream of a better life for themselves and for their families. Cypress Chargers, please stand. Once again, from the bottom of our hearts at the college, thank you for all supporting our work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cypress College is pleased to welcome our Master of Ceremonies for the remainder of the evening, Mr. Phil Hewlett.
Thank you, everybody. Nice to be here. Great to see everybody on this 40th anniversary of the Americana Awards. I love being here once again at this truly elegant affair. When Dr. Simpson invited me back as your Master of Ceremonies, I accepted without reservation. I attend a lot of events, and clearly you have figured out how to do this well over the past 40 years. One other item before we begin, I've been asked, and it seems like I get asked this every year, and so let's get it straight, okay? We're going to figure this out together. I've been asked why some of our guests are wearing medallions. So let's roll through it again. Those with medallions are past Citizens of the Year. We have royalty amongst us. They're men or women of the year. Their photos and the year of their award are listed in your program. Maybe you thumbed through there earlier. Thank you, former honorees, for being here tonight, for your dedication to our community, and for your continued support. And at this time, I would like to ask all previous honorees, if you would, stand up for us right now. And also, if you would, please remain standing. Yes, let's hear it for them. If you were recognized in 2010 or later, you may go ahead and be seated. 2010 or later. Next, if you were honored between the years of 2000 and 2009, you may go ahead and take your seat. If you were honored during the 1990s, please go ahead and have a seat. I see we have a couple of people standing. If you were an honoree in the 1980s, go ahead and be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a rousing round of applause to those still standing, honored between 1976 and 1979. And yes, you too may be seated at this time. Thank you. And I know we have at least one honoree from 1978, Catherine Barr from Garden Grove. Is that you? Hello. And one from a prior year, 1975. Is that Pat Donnelly over there from Buena Park? It is now my great pleasure to introduce the Cypress College Citizens of the Year for 2015. Our introductions will be similar to last year's. Presenting the awards will be Cypress College President, Dr. Bob Simpson. Joining Dr. Simpson on stage to present our winners with medallions will be the President of the Cypress College Foundation Board of Directors, Mr. George O'Hara. George O'Hara's father, Jim O'Hara, also served on the Cypress College Foundation Board of Directors from 1983 until his passing in 2001. In fact, he also served as President of the Board of Directors. Okay. Let's get this off to a rousing start. Ladies and gentlemen, give your enthusiastic welcome to our 2015 Citizens of the Year. As you can see, and some of you may recognize, our honorees are joined on stage by our local mayors or their designees, who will accompany our citizens as they are recognized. Now, this year, we begin with the city of Stanton. Anybody here from Stanton? Joel and Debbie Greer are an active and deeply involved couple in Stanton. So much so, in fact, that their participation at city events seems to be a given. People say they cannot imagine a Stanton without them, as their leadership skills and volunteer efforts are such a vital part of the community. They're committed, and they say, quote, to make the time to get involved, to make a difference. Debbie says that's their commitment. Volunteering provides us a sense of accomplishment. She says, I love to see the smiles of those we help. Their list of voluntary engagement includes years spent in service of events such as Stanton's Christmas in the City, Halloween Family and Friends, the annual car show, Santa Sirens, the annual Easter egg hunt, and numerous additional activities on behalf of the Boys and Girls Club of Stanton. They also are civically engaged on city commissions. Joel sits on the Stanton Planning Commission while Debbie serves on the Parks and Recreation Commission. Debbie is also on the board of Stanton Community Foundation. Both Joel and Debbie's value and service stems from their parents, who embraced a connection between service and faith. As a pair, Joel and Debbie's work within the church is an additional source of mutual satisfaction. For their tireless efforts to give back to the community and see Stanton reach its full potential, we recognize Joel and Debbie Greer.
Hi, I'm Debbie Greer.
And my name is Joel Greer.
And we've lived in the city of Stanton for 13 years. For the last 5 years, I've been with the Stanton Community Foundation. And we've done a lot of nonprofit work, a lot of volunteer work. With the Parks and Recreation Department through the city, they have a lot of events that they do for the city, and it's all free. And it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. We have touched a lot of lives for the better, and to be a part of that is just wonderful.
One of the things that motivates both of us is that we both grew up in the church, and because of being involved in church, there's always something to do. I teach a Bible study. Debbie is in charge of the greeters, and we stay involved by doing those things. I work in the sound ministry, also in church. And so by being in church, by being involved in that, it spills over into our community. It spills over into being involved in the city and wanting to serve. Because service is important to both of us, and we have, it's a way to give back to the community. It's a way for us to stay involved to where we know people, and we can help out in different situations.
I'd like to thank my mom. My mom had 5 sisters, and they pretty much all volunteered in the community. And my sister and I were influenced by that, and we've continued to serve. And I'd like to thank Joel, because without his support, I could not be as involved as I am. And he's right there with me, helping where needed, taking photographs of the events that we're working. And really, when one of us volunteers, you get to.
I'd like to thank Debbie just because we are a team, and she wants to be involved, and I want to be with her, so we both get involved in the city and with other events. I want to thank my mom and dad, too. They both taught me or instilled in me a desire to serve, so I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my family.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Citizens of the Year from Stanton, Joel and Debbie Greer, escorted by Mayor Al Ethans. One last snap. There we go. Creating a better tomorrow requires not just vision, but also the character, values, and commitment needed to effect change. Rian Boydston Howard has all of the above. Her civic leadership throughout the years has not only helped improve Anaheim, but has inspired others to do the same. Born in nearby Orange, Rian developed an affinity for service at an early age from her parents, who dedicated their time to improving the city in which they chose to raise their children, the city of Anaheim. Rian is most passionate about her involvement in her church, the Anaheim United Methodist Church, where she chairs the Staff Parish Relations Committee, as well as the Anaheim High School Alumni Association. For decades, she's been a consistent voice for the arts in Anaheim, as well as for K-12 education, lending her expertise to scholarship fundraising efforts, student mentoring, PTA activities, and alumni engagement. Rian has been a member of both the Anaheim Chamber of Commerce, the Women's Division of the Anaheim Chamber, where she was president, and most recently, the Anaheim Small Business Association, or the organization rather. She's also been president of the Anaheim Arts Council, is actively involved in the Harp Guild of the Pacific Symphony, and takes a hands-on leadership role for Paint Your Heart Out Anaheim, beautifying the homes of the disabled and elderly throughout the city. Rian was inspired to devote much of her time and talents to the arts by way of her 2 artistically gifted sons. From an early age, Rian brought them along to her volunteer engagements so they could enjoy and experience helping others and giving back. Wherever Rian goes, in fact, she brings friends and acquaintances eager to join her in making Anaheim a better city for all.
Good evening. I'm Rian Boydston Howard, and I am a resident of the city of Anaheim, where I was raised from the time I came home from the hospital. I've been involved in Anaheim most of my life. I started with working with my mother on some of her projects and helping others. And then as I got into high school, I was very active with fundraising and stuff for the different organizations I belonged to there. I try to be involved with the organization in taking on a leadership role or a committee chairman or on a committee, not just sitting back and being a member of the organization, but in trying to promote their goodwill and what their goals and objectives are. I also am currently the treasurer of the Anaheim High School Alumni Association. I work with the Anaheim Arts Council, previously with Women's Division of the Chamber of Commerce, and as I progressed in my business career, I joined organizations and try to take an active role and help them however I can. I would like to thank the City of Anaheim Committee for the Cypress Americanas Awards for this great honor. I also would like to thank my parents, Phyllis and Ken Boydston, for being great role models and very supportive of me in everything I do. And along with them, last but not least, my husband Lee Howard and my two sons, Zachary and Joshua, who are always supportive and help however they can and work with me on the different projects I'm doing.
Your Citizen of the Year from Anaheim, Rion Boydston Howard, escorted by Council Member Lucille Kring. Joe and Laura Roadhaver's love for each other, their love for each other and for their community, the community they've called home for the past 16 years, is deeply touching. Here's a quote for you. "Whatever we do it side by side. We're joined at the hip, seldom not together." In this endearing spirit of togetherness, they've dedicated themselves to helping the city of Buena Park in as many ways as possible. Both have served as Lions Club presidents and were honored in 2011 as the Lions of the Year. They also served in leadership roles with the Buena Park Historical Society, and Laura has chaired the Buena Park Environmental and Beautification Commission. The pair has received the Seroptimist International Powerful Couple in Service Award and the Melvin Jones Fellowship Award for Humanitarian Service from Lions International. "We serve." The Lions Club motto fits them perfectly. To illustrate just how caring these people are, they put out ice water weekly for the trash collectors. Read the nomination of this couple for Citizen of the Year Award. Joe and Laura help organize and lead Silverado Days, one of the city's biggest events. Their greatest sense of pride and accomplishments comes at the event's finale, when they award thousands of dollars in grants to numerous charitable organizations from across the city. Here's another quote for you. "We both feel blessed, and after we retired and settled in Southern California, we felt the need to give something, especially for those in need of a little extra help." Joe and Laura's dedication to others and to each other is truly extraordinary, and here tonight we honor them.
Hello, my name is Joseph Roadhaver.
My name is Laura Roadhaver.
And we've lived in Buena Park for the last 16 years. We joined the Lions Club some years ago because we wanted to do something together to benefit the community and give something back. And since then, we've been involved in other areas within Buena Park, including the Historical Society. My wife has been a commissioner for the Environmental and Environment Committee.
Everything we're involved with in the city is giving back, and that's what's really important to me.
My father was involved in a lot of different areas when he was probably about my age, maybe even a little bit younger, and I saw through him the joy that he got from actually doing something for someone else.
We serve. We serve our community, we serve our families, we definitely serve our children, and our grandchildren are number one.
And of course now our kids are getting involved in our organization as well. So they're learning from us, and they're going to carry that on hopefully throughout their lives as well. Certainly we would like to thank the Cypress College Foundation for this wonderful award. we certainly haven't done what we've done for awards, but I'll tell you the recognition itself is very, very humbling, and we're quite honored for that. We would also like to thank the individuals within the city of Buena Park who nominated us for this award and recognized us for the things that we have done throughout the city. There's a lot of other people who probably deserve it a lot more than we do, but we certainly thank those that did recommend us for this. And then again, we also want to thank the Lions Club and the individuals within the Lions Club who we rely on every day and who we love with all of our hearts.
I agree. And you, of course.
Thank you.
I love working with my husband.
Your Citizens of the Year from Buena Park, Joseph and Laura Rodehaver, escorted by Mayor Art Brown. Roberta and Pat O'Toole share a bond marked by 60 years of marriage. One daughter, a Cypress College alumna, and 2 grandchildren. They are each other's biggest fans, they admit, and are united in their spirit of service, of doing our share plus, says Roberta. And share plus do they ever. Both have been involved in scouting, Cypress Recreation and Community Services, West Orange County CERT, the Tanglewood North Homeowners Association, the Community Association Institute, the Women's Club of Cypress, the Rossmore Neighborhood Watch, the Cypress Festival, and numerous veterans support activities, to name but a few of their regular contributions. Roberta traces her community involvement back to an effort she led with her local homeowners association 7 years ago when she brought an issue before the Cypress City Council and lost. A council member advised her, quote, "If you can't beat them, join them." Roberta took that advice and started volunteering. Since then, both Roberta and Pat have been deeply engaged in the community and have received numerous awards of recognition for their invaluable civic contributions. In 2014, Roberta was named a State Assembly District 65 Woman of Distinction. Serving the veterans community is the pair's most meaningful commitment, their word. Together they participate in buddy boxes, preparing shoe boxes of goods for veterans abroad. Roberta and Pat O'Toole's spirit of service captures the essence of the Americana Awards, and we are pleased to honor them here tonight.
I'm Roberta O'Toole. I lived with Pat in Cypress since 1997. We moved into Tanglewood North Homeowners Association then.
Most of our volunteer work is with our homeowners association, but we've been very active in the Cypress Festival. She's in the Women's Club. I was on the Recreation Commission for 4 years. Both of us are in CERT and Neighbor for Neighbor.
At Tanglewood North, I've always been in a family that volunteered. When they asked me to join that committee, I joined the committee, started taking the minutes. The next thing I knew, I was the assistant manager for the complex and ended up taking over. That's when we started using our clubhouses for veterans picnics.
I wish to thank Eve Wheeler for our involvement in the festival. Linda Keenan from the Women's Club was very, very supportive, particularly in our Buddy Box project. Wink and Patty Chase, who are our leaders in West County CERT and Neighbor for Neighbor. Bonnie Gilman for Grandparent Autism Network.
Rob Johnson, and he nominated us for this award, and we really thank him. Todd and Terry Seymour for taking us out to breakfast at IHOP and telling us we had to do these things. And Ruth Schnipper and Jana Blazik at Tanglewood North, that I can't do these things without those two.
Your Citizens of the Year from Cypress, Pat and Roberta O'Toole, escorted by Mayor Rob Johnson. Got it. Debbie Mahoney is a dedicated and compassionate leader whose love for Garden Grove is what motivates her to work so selflessly. Here's a quote from Debbie: "I have tremendous pride in the community and will continue to volunteer to create a great place to live." Her caring nature is an inspirational force in the lives of many, including that of her husband. "I'm involved because of Debbie," Mark reflects. "It's the best feeling to know that together we can and do make a difference, make a contribution to others." And contributions they most certainly make, both individually and as a duo. Debbie has been involved in the community since 1998. She served as the president of the Women's Division of the Garden Grove Chamber of Commerce, president of the Garden Grove Strawberry Festival, as well as president of the Garden Grove Renaissance Friends Foundation. Mark has also served as the president of the Garden Grove Strawberry Festival and has more than 22 years of active membership in the Elks Lodge, including his current role as lecturing Knight Elect. Together, they've been active in the Garden Grove Sister City program as a host family from 2002 to 2008. Among their many service awards, Debbie and Mark were recently recognized as Garden Grove's 2014-15 Man and Woman of the Year. Mark and Debbie Mahoney's inspirational volunteerism has made Garden Grove an ever more caring and vibrant place for all who call it their home and to all that pay it a visit.
Hi, I'm Debbie Mahoney. I grew up in Garden Grove. I have 3 children and 2 grandchildren.
Hi, I'm Mark Mahoney, and I have lived in Garden Grove for 24 years.
We are involved in the Strawberry Festival. I'm in the Women's Division of the Chamber. We've also been involved in the Sister City for the exchange students, and we are involved in the Elks of Garden Grove.
Same for me. Garden Grove Strawberry Festival, Elks Lodge of Garden Grove, and something a little different, the Model T Ford Club of America and Orange County Model T Ford Club.
I got inspired with my mom and dad. They were in the chamber. They owned apartments on Garden Grove Boulevard. I'm the oldest of 6 children, and my mom and dad instilled in us to volunteer for the community.
And my involvement, inspired of course by Debbie, because she got me involved in all of this, because I saw how much fun she had doing it. It's a great part of our life, and we truly enjoy it. We really enjoy the premise that we are helping other people and other organizations in our community and surrounding areas.
We enjoy working in Strawberry Festival. We have a special kids day, special needs, and it is so rewarding to see these kids enjoying such fun on the rides and enjoying food and just a time for themselves.
And of course it goes further than that too, involving scholarships and grants to various other community organizations that do also volunteer work.
I'd like to thank Mark for stepping up and helping me, and I'd like to thank my parents for getting me involved in the city of Garden Grove.
And of course I have to thank Debbie for all of her support in the activities that I've been involved in, and also support her. She does a wonderful job and we both do good together.
Your Citizens of the Year from Garden Grove, Mark and Debbie Mahoney, escorted by Councilmember Chris Phan. A born doer with a passion for helping, Bill Meal is recognized for his extensive volunteerism on behalf of many organizations across the city of La Palma. His role in La Palma Police Department's Volunteers and Policing Program is one of his many valued contributions. He's credited as going above and beyond the call of duty to exercise leadership in every facet of program activities. He also does so for the Kiwanis Club of La Palma, where he's involved in all administrative, fundraising, outreach, and community support efforts. In addition to his extensive leadership on behalf of these two organizations, Bill also volunteered for the local Chamber of Commerce for 3 years and worked at the La Palma Community Hospital for 3+ years. As if that weren't enough, he also delivers meals to the elderly for Meals on Wheels and is an active leader within his church community. Since 1986, in fact, he's been involved with a prison ministry that grades and returns prisoners' Bible lessons from around the country. Bill credits his parents for instilling him with the value of service. His father always found time to be of aid. His wife, Marie, shares his love of giving back and is also civically engaged. Together, they have 5 children. Bill is known as being the first to step up when assistance is required. His selfless dedication to others, to local organizations and greater community initiatives is an inspiration to all of us and is in honor of our collective recognition here tonight.
I'm Bill Meal from La Palma. I've lived in La Palma for 48 years with my wife and 5 children. My involvement in La Palma basically for the city of La Palma has been with the hospital, with the police department, with the Kiwanis Club, with delivering food to the people who are shut in, who can't get out and get their own food. It's called Meals on Wheels. I think as a little kid, I saw my father especially, and my mother to quite an extent too, just doing voluntary service. I feel that it's a way to instill in the desire for younger people, especially, to see what they can do to help their peers. So many people they have a one-sided view of their life, and what they do strictly for themselves. And I like to see that and inspire other people, and especially young people, to do things that will be helpful, as I say, to their peers. Basically, my personal motto is rather simple. It's what you do for Christ is what lasts. There are a lot of things you can do for the people in general, but that's my goal, is to serve Christ. I think I would like to thank my father especially, and my mother, and also my father-in-law, who was also very good in doing things for other people.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Citizen of the Year from La Palma, William E. Meal, escorted by Mayor Peter Kim. Some of you may know Tom Barkley, the general manager of Ganal Lumber. He was described by one civic leader as someone who is involved in everything and always willing to help. Among the lengthy list of efforts in which he is actively engaged is the Los Alamitos Youth Center, where he plays a foundational and serves on the board, the Casa Youth Shelter, St. Isidore's, and Precious Life. Tom says his active participation in the community is possible because of his employer, Ganal Lumber, which is also a model of giving back to the community. Tom joined Ganal Lumber's operations in Los Alamitos 18 years ago. He was inspired by the company's leadership, in particular that of Peter Ganal, whom he considers a mentor and a role model in both his personal and professional life. Ganal had a greater vision of community involvement, a giving attitude that encouraged volunteerism. Tom credits his mentor and the unique company culture that he established as fuel for his increasingly greater civic role. Also, two community leaders, Tom Stretz and Dave Appling, invited his activity in Los Alamitos. They asked, Tom said, and Ganal gave me the permission to get involved. Simple as that. Giving back is only natural for Tom. Here's another quote from him. "I feel fortunate to be in a position where I can assist. I have been helped in my life, and I like opportunities to do the same for others." Plus, he adds, Los Alamitos is a fantastic community. The people here are special, he says. Tom's spirit of service and exemplary business charities serve as an example to others and are deeply valued throughout the community of Los Alamitos.
My name is Tom Barkley with Ganal Lumber Company and with the City of Los Alamitos. In 1998, Ganal Lumber Company purchased Bar Lumber, and I was selected to be the general manager at that location in Los Alamitos. And since that time, I've had lots of opportunities to participate in the community. I've had the opportunity to be involved in the community in many different ways. We've been a big sponsor of the Los Alamitos Youth Center. They have their Christmas tree lot in our parking lot each year. I've been on the board at the Youth Center. We participated with the city in the race on the base, Casa Youth Shelter, many different organizations. The philosophy that guides my involvement is really the permission, as I said, that Peter's given us all to be involved. That's part of it. The other part is I've found that I've really enjoyed getting to know the people and working with the people that are involved in the various organizations. So it's been a great way for me to work with people, get to know people, create friendships, and help them help others. The many different folks that I've had the opportunity to work with at the various organizations in the city of Los Alamitos, and my employees, because my employees have been very supportive. They've helped me donate many hours out in the Christmas tree lot. We park off-site for a month during the Christmas tree lot. We've participated in the race on the base together. They've supported me throughout the 16 years here.
Your Citizen of the Year from Los Alamitos, Tom Barkley, escorted by Mayor Richard Murphy. Dee Carey has focused her talents on a cause close to her heart: the rescue and adoption of abandoned, abused, homeless, and neglected animals, particularly cats. Dee's leadership at the Seal Beach Animal Care Center has been instrumental to the city's growth and greater community involvement. Her volunteer work has touched on every facet of center operations and includes fundraising, event planning, public relations, and marketing leadership, as well as the oversight of daily administrative functions, web maintenance, and animal showings. She sits on the center's board of directors and has been a member of the Cat Adoption Committee for years. Dee is also an active member of the Seal Beach Chamber of Commerce, which he joined to give the Care Center a greater voice in the business community and encourage collaborative initiatives. Dee never expected to get so deeply engaged with the Care Center. When she retired from the administrative post at the City of Los Angeles, she had a desire to work with several organizations in the city. After getting involved with the Care Center, however, she realized just how overwhelming the needs there were. There was just so much to do, she says. The organization is entirely run by volunteers like myself, and the work was so satisfying. Following her initial training in 2007, she immersed herself in center activities. From that point forward, her role and involvement continued to expand. From an early age, Dee has realized just how precious our time is. After losing her mom young in life, she has since tried to make each day the fullest it can be, giving back to others and making the community a brighter place for all, animals included.
I'm Dee Carey. I have lived in the city of Seal Beach since 1985, nearly 30 years. But when I retired in 2005, after spending a year remodeling my house, I decided it would be a good idea to find some other activities to keep me busy. I started volunteering at the Care Center. I intended it for it just to be a day or two a week, do other things, but it's quickly turned into a full-time position, given that there were so many things I saw that really needed to be done, and I thought I wanted to help do them. I've known about the Care Center the whole time I've lived in Seal Beach. It actually has been there for just about the same amount of time as I have. I've been a member all those years, but I never really paid any attention to what was going on there. And I dropped by to leave some donations, signed up for the volunteer orientation class, and decided this was something I wanted to pursue. It's a no-kill shelter, which is something that's important to me. And it is a wonderful service to the city of Seal Beach, because if we did not have this pro-humane or no-kill shelter, the stray cats and dogs from Seal Beach would end up in Orange County, which is a very high-kill shelter. So we're a private nonprofit, and everything comes from donations. So I felt as though this was something I could really devote some energy to. I want to thank the Lions Club and the Chamber of Commerce of the city of Seal Beach for this nomination. This was a great honor. Obviously, I need to thank my husband for tolerating all of this time.
Your Citizen of the Year from Seal Beach, Darlene Dee Carey, escorted by Mayor Ellery Deepin. What extraordinary, inspiring men and women we honor here tonight. Thank you, Citizens of the Year, for making today better than it was yesterday, and for making tomorrow better than it is today. Let's hear it one more time for our Citizens of the Year. Our program continues. Now they get to go backstage and play with cats. Maybe not. This year we have a unique opportunity to recognize a distinguished business partner that has also been an invaluable title sponsor of these very Americana Awards. In fact, their tremendous pledge of support has stretched from 2011 and is set to last through 2018. But Union Bank, our Distinguished Business of the Year, has a connection to Cypress College that runs far deeper than such generous offerings of monetary support alone. As a community partner, they've been an extraordinary collaborator in advancing the mission of our institution and the economic prosperity of the communities we serve. Through leadership on the Cypress College Foundation Board of Directors, Union Bank has helped realize the life aspirations of individual students and has enhanced the college's overall educational experience and its excellence by securing external resources and strengthening public outreach. Likewise, Cypress College has also been important to Union Bank. Earlier tonight, we touched upon Miriam Melville's story and her transition from the college to the banking world. Her experience is just one of many. Pierre Habis is another telling example of student success. Mr. Habis, now a Union Bank managing director and head of consumer and business banking, attended classes at Cypress in 1986 and 1987. He credits the college as providing him with the academic tools and personal belief to thrive professionally. To me, what Cypress College means, the thing that I remember most, is that it allowed me to dream and hope, he says. I think Cypress College and the entire community college system in this country is absolutely powerful. It's part of the American dream. Regardless of who you are, you can come and make whatever you want out of yourself. I have fond memories and am a proud alum. That's a direct quote from Mr. Habis. Union Bank's partnership with Cypress College forms a positive feedback loop, a way of leveraging talent and resources to advance the missions of both the college and the bank. Union Bank helps Cypress College educate its students through their generous support, and Cypress College educates students such as Mr. Habis and Mrs. Melville. In turn, the community as a whole is strengthened. Union Bank's community collaborations are a manifestation of its history of community engagement. We had a glimpse of this history earlier tonight in the video in which we saw that investment and involvement in the community is part of Union Bank's heritage, whether that's through support of fundamentally important educational principles, in collaboration with Cypress College to advance student success and institutional effectiveness, or helping fulfill the financial dreams of individual families and businesses. Union Bank has shown a commitment to California and the Pacific Northwest throughout its 150-year legacy. That 150-year legacy is one of great contributions to the success of our home state. The roots of Union Bank are woven into the early 20th century development of California and this state's emerging centers of commerce in San Diego with the First National Bank of San Diego, formed in 1883, in San Francisco with the Bank of California, founded in 1864, and in Los Angeles when Casper Cohen Commercial and Savings Bank opened in 1914. Each institution in its own way was a catalyst for the state's emergence as a leading global center of commerce and industry. Over time, these individual entities coalesced to become Union Bank. Tonight, we are immensely pleased to present Union Bank with our 2015 Americana Distinguished Business of the Year Award in reflection of our deep gratitude. And here to accept the award tonight is Ms. Robin Enrique Preciado, Senior Vice President, and Ms. Miriam Melville, Vice President and Cypress Branch Manager. Please join me in welcoming them now to the stage.
Well, hello and good evening. That was an amazing introduction. That was very gracious. Now all of our prepared comments are pretty much done. It was good stuff. On behalf of Union Bank, Miriam and I would very much like to thank Cypress College and the Cypress College Foundation for this very distinguished award. You know, we've been honored to support this event now for the past 5 years, and we look forward to the years ahead. celebrating the extraordinary accomplishments of the Americana Awards recipients. And these honorees have gone above and beyond to making a difference in the lives and the communities in which they live in and embody the true spirit of community. And every year they're a source of inspiration. Proceeds from tonight's event help sustain important programs to benefit students and to help them achieve their dreams. And as you heard earlier, it started with our own managing director, Pierre Habis. He actually recruited me to Union Bank, but he attended Cypress College, and you actually saw him on the Community Matters video. So I feel like he's kind of here with us, right? And as many of you know, tonight's event is especially close to my heart personally, because for me, community college is like a bridge, and it provides a solid foundation for community members to take the next step on the road to achieving their dreams. And that was the case for some pretty special people in my life. For example, my husband embarked on a 22-year journey to obtain his bachelor's degree. And along the way, he earned an associate degree at a local community college, an important milestone on his journey. And also, my single mom, when with 3 of us kids, she needed to get back into the workforce. She also earned an associate degree at a local community college as well. And that was one of her proudest achievements. And that degree served as a crucial bridge for her educational journey and her career journey as well. And in doing so, she set a really important example for me and my 2 older brothers and many others. And so if my mom could reach her goals, so could I. And through her example, I've been able to achieve my own goals. I feel really fortunate to hold a position that I love and work for a responsible company that believes so strongly in education and giving back to the communities where we do business. And that's why we support events like this one. In fact, giving back is so ingrained in our company culture that I'm proud to say that in 2014, our company volunteered nearly 80,000 hours, and of those, 9,000 were from the greater Orange County area in which we are a part of. And 11,000 were devoted to financial education specifically. And so it's inspiring to work amongst colleagues devoted to helping our community thrive, and I'd like to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation and our appreciation to them. Miriam does a great job rounding us all up. And I want to, so we have many branch managers and bankers here with us tonight, and I also want to thank our treasured clients. Some of you who have joined us tonight, we deeply value your client relationships, and thank you for your business and your loyalty. So I also want to take a moment to recognize Miriam, who you heard earlier. She's our Cypress branch manager. Miriam Melvote, she's been with the bank 30 years, and she's retiring in June. And during that time, don't look so happy, don't. And during that time, she's been a phenomenal colleague. In fact, when I was returning back to Orange County a couple years ago, she was one of the first ones to meet me at my office. And my first community event actually was at the launch of the Cypress Americana Awards at the White House dinner. And so during that time, she's been an amazing inspiration to us, volunteering hundreds of hours to the community, Cypress College, and this event. And I'd like to invite my Union Bank colleagues here tonight to join me in thanking Miriam, our true shining star. I promised you wouldn't have to say anything. Miriam, you will be deeply missed, and your spirit has been a true inspiration to me and all of us here and many more. On behalf of Union Bank and all of our employees, thank you. Finally, I'd like to again thank each of the Americana Award honorees for your contributions to the community. Your examples of good citizenship have the power to propel others to give and make a real difference. It's truly an honor to be here with you tonight.
Whew, okay. Now, perhaps taking a cue from the Anaheim Ducks and saving our best for the latter portion of the game. Joining Dr. Simpson on stage for our final presentation will be Cypress Police Chief Jackie Gomez Whiteley. It's now my great privilege and pleasure to introduce to you the 2015 Americana Woman of the Year, Orange County Sheriff Coroner Sandra Hutchins. In Orange County, approximately 3,800 sworn men and women look significantly to one individual for their professional inspiration, the sheriff. Since 2008, that individual has been the Honorable Sandra Hutchins, Orange County's 12th Sheriff Coroner, and very first female to serve as the country's highest-ranking law enforcement official. In her 7-year tenure, Sheriff Hutchins has distinguished herself as a respected and trusted leader to those who work for her, and as a generous, caring friend to the countless people with whom she comes into contact each and every day. Her contributions to her profession and to the community she serves have been remarkable. Her commitment to upholding the highest standards and values in everything that she does and all whom she leads is what we respect, admire, and expect in a leader. Sheriff Hutchins has set the bar high for all involved in public service, especially for those who set the tone of an institution. We are grateful to Sheriff Hutchins for her integrity in protecting our lives, our homes, our property, and our streets. Sheriff Hutchins' rise to the top of her profession is an interesting story, one that reflects a steadfast work ethic and true commitment to public service. Her career in law enforcement began shortly after she graduated from Woodrow Wilson High School in nearby Long Beach. Fresh out of senior year, she accepted a position as a secretary for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. There, she met a number of deputies who convinced her to apply for a deputy position. Taking their advice, Sheriff Hutchins applied for and was accepted to, and in 1978 graduated from the academy. Having worked her way from the bottom, Sheriff Hutchins possesses invaluable experience in nearly every facet of the law. This has enhanced her leadership skills and organizational acumen. She is known for her deep departmental understanding, astute vision, and ability to connect with individuals of all backgrounds. Her natural talents and dedicated work ethic enabled her to move steadily up the ranks and have inspired others who have had the privilege to work for and with her. In 2008, Sheriff Hutchins was appointed to the county's top law enforcement position. Following a national search, the Orange County Board of Supervisors selected Sheriff Hutchins from a final field of 48 candidates. Upon demonstrating her exceptional skill in the post, Sheriff Hutchins was elected to her first full term in 2010 and then again in 2014, with clear voter approval mandates each time. Over the course of her 7 years in leadership of this department, she has ensured that it truly reflects its core values: integrity without compromise, service above self, professionalism in the performance of duty, and vigilance in safeguarding our communities. That's a quote, and today it serves as an example of these values within the county as well as for the greater state and nation. As Sheriff, Sandra Hutchins currently leads in all areas as diverse as patrol operations, criminal and special investigations, the county's crime lab and courts, the coroner's office, as well as those who serve in Orange County's 5 jails and that collectively comprise the 8th largest jail system in the nation. Did you know that? The department's direct patrol services ensure the public safety of more than 700,000 residents within the county's unincorporated areas, and via contract to 13 municipal cities, the county's 3 harbors, John Wayne Airport, and the Orange County Transportation Agency. Sheriff Hutchins' professional affiliations are extensive and include membership in the Major County Sheriff's Association, where she serves as vice president, the National Sheriff's Association, the International Association of Chiefs of Police, and the Orange County Chiefs of Police and Sheriff's Association. Sheriff Hutchins also serves as a board member for the California State Sheriff's Association and the Orange County Gang Reduction and Intervention Partnership. In 2012, she was appointed to the Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission by Governor Jerry Brown and currently serves as the commission chair. She also sits on the board of directors for the Orange County United Way and is an advisory board member for the National Law Enforcement Cancer Support Foundation. In addition to a Bachelor of Science degree in Public Administration from the University of LeBron, Sheriff Hutchins has continued her formal education via a number of elite training programs. She's received counterterrorism training in Israel, FBI National Academy training, and has participated in the National Preparedness Leadership Initiative program at Harvard University. Of course, we believe one educational institution rises above all of these. Sheriff Hutchins has also attended Cypress College. And I should point out, she's not yet been cloned. She does all of this herself. Sheriff Hutchins is a Southern California native and longtime resident of Orange County. Her husband, Larry Hutchins, who joins us here tonight. Where's Larry? There he is, out there. There's Larry right there. Also comes from law enforcement. He's retired assistant police chief for the Los Angeles Unified School District. Together, the Hutchins have a dog, Tucker, and enjoy spending their spare time in travel. Spare time. For all whom she leads and others she inspires, Sheriff Hutchins has been a shining example of what a leader should be: competent and courageous, tenacious and tough, brave and dedicated, yet understanding and compassionate to those who need a helping hand. For her skillful leadership, enduring integrity, and commitment to service, we honor the very honorable Ms. Sandra Hutchins tonight, one of Orange County's most effective and respected and deeply valued public officials. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2015 Woman of the Year, Sheriff Sandra Hutchins.
Well, thank you very much. I want to thank Cypress College and the Cypress College Foundation for this great honor this evening. I'm so humbled by this recognition, especially given the distinguished honorees who have preceded me. I want to congratulate all of our Citizen of the Year honorees this evening. You are all true heroes and champions in your communities. I would like to acknowledge Dr. Bob Simpson. I had the opportunity to spend some time with him on campus, and let me tell you, we are very lucky to have him. He is an incredible person who has tremendous passion, and he shared his vision for Cypress College and the future. And I was so impressed by that, being a former Cypress College student. I would like to also acknowledge Executive Director Raul Alvarez, and especially my colleague and friend, Cypress Police Chief and Board Member Jackie Gomez-Whiteley, for both of their dedication to the community and their extraordinary efforts at making tonight an incredible event. I'm a huge supporter of community college, and you really heard it from our first speaker tonight, Jeanette, how important community college is. I have personally benefited by the opportunities it brings. And it's particularly important to those of us who were the first college attendees in our family and who lacked sufficient monies to attend four-year university. I was a student at Cypress College in the early 1980s when I was a young deputy sheriff working for LA Sheriff's Department, and I finally got my bachelor's degree after many years of bouncing from city college to city college and then finally to Laverne. Finally, I want to thank all of you in attendance tonight for your support of Cypress College and the foundation. Let me tell you, you are truly making a difference in the lives of many who are only asking for an opportunity, a helping hand up to achieve their full potential. And in many cases, as you heard from Jeanette, their dreams. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheriff. And congratulations to Union Bank and to our 8 Citizens of the Year. There is one remaining item of business, by the way. Awarding the magnificent centerpieces on all of the tables. They look heavy, don't they? Which once again have been donated by Forest Lawn Memorial Parks and Mortuaries. We thank them for that. The flowers are beautiful, they really are. Yes. Tonight, the winner of the centerpiece is the person at your table who has attended the most Americana Awards. Just do a quick survey. No, it's not me. It can't be me. Oh, all right, I'll take it. If none of you has been here before, whoever admits to being the oldest at the table can take it home. How's that? All right, now that we figured all of that out, thank you to each and every one of you here tonight for believing in and supporting the work of Cypress College. It has been my great pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you again for enjoying the evening. Your presence is staggering to me. Good evening and have a safe drive home.